Hey, good morning, everybody. We're just going to get started right away here with SPDas. I was going to do a little speech and stuff like that, and I figured, you know what, let's just get down to business. Got a lot of stuff here on our end as well, and that way we can keep things moving. All right, so without further ado, we got SPDas coming up, Belly and Wave Theory Trader. SPDas, the trading floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Igor, and
Thank you.
hello and welcome back, everyone. Let's get started on the NY session, as usual, with the Euro USD hourly charts, and then we will touch base with the dollar index, followed by gold and coins, and also the indices, Dow Jones and VIX. Let's have a look at VIX quickly. Let's get started off with the accounts here. I haven't moved anything as far as the labeling are concerned, so it will save some time. For those who are just joining in, we were prepared for one more low in the last session, but prices have chosen not to do so, and then we were expecting a high, but prices it could be a truncated one around 1.0215. It's quite possible. But this strength needs to be held upon by bulls for a continued rally. And the first resistance comes around that is the first resistance, which is quite far away from the current price 432. Uh, we need to see a clearance of that resistance first to confirm that the bulls are firmly back in control. So it's about a couple of hundred points higher from where prices are trading right now. But as far as the wave structure is concerned, we are quite certain about an impulse uh, where we got one, two, three, four, and five being followed by a corrective wave A, B, and C lower. So that impulse looks five up followed by three down uh, until prices stay above 1.07 or 1.0175. The structure remains unchanged. If you are still joining, we are just about the same price where uh, Tokyo Sydney session buy was recommended around 260. So if you're inclined, you might want to go long again. Uh, and we're having a close watch on the 4 hour times as well. There is a diverging scenario. Let's check out. I would not say it is a diverging scenario, but it's good thing is RSI has turned from the 30 just below the 30 mark. A big question is, and one another good point is that we are still testing the backside of the trend line. It may take a while to do so, uh, but once this test is successful, it will be the next rally. Next rally would take us around 750 highs, at least on the minimum side. All right, so long in the euro, no change there, and still initiate longs for those who are just joining in or watching it for the first time. US dollar index after that 190.50. Now look at that dollar index. It's it's taken before that let's quickly run through the waves first. So the wave structure suggests it's an impulse lower. That is inter minute degree 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is followed by an A, B, C rally, which is a three-wave corrective rally. And in the last session, if you were there, we were kind of doing two trend lines. One is an actual trend line. The second one is a projected trend line. If the market were to stay in the sell zone of this trend line if it doesn't break the recent swing high at 110.20. So if you see the price action in the dollar index, it is quite neat and clean uh, vis-a-vis the euro. Euro is still looking tentative, but the dollar index has reversed nicely from the sensitivity of the backside of the trend line over there. That's the 4-hour trend line, intermediate trend line. It's an engulfing bearish. That's why I turned the screen to candlestick chart. It is a practical engulfing bearish, almost complete now. So one good thing that I see on the dollar index right now is a potential. No, it's not a potential impulse yet. It is three, maybe another three up, and one, two, three, four, and five. Maybe one more low, but it could be dicey after that as well. So it's not a clear impulse yet. This could be a corrective decline as well. We got to just wait and watch how the day is unfolding, and let's see on the daily chart if there is. It is a shooting star, not even a shooting star. It is, yeah, it is a shooting star right now. But the pattern needs needs to complete as it is for the shooting star to be confirmed. Remember, it was a huge gap open, and then a new high, and then a reversal. So the story itself is saying that bulls are not able to sustain at higher levels. All right, that's the story which is going on. And if we can watch the story in the dollar, in the euro as well, it is exactly the opposite. Gap down, and a slightly lower low, but it's still higher than the previous low. And now the bulls are beginning to cut loose on the north side. So that's uh, that's a spinning top. We don't yet have a pattern on the daily chart. It's going to take some time. Even if it manages to close somewhere near where we are trading right now, it would be good. All right, the dollar index trade setup now. If you are watching it for the first time, the dollar index is on the short side. We have taken the trade around 109.40 and stop loss around 110.30 with a target of 105. On a candlestick chart, it was not very clear, but on the bar charts, that's why a bar chart looks more promising when we are counting waves. Here we can count one, two, three, maybe potential wave four in the making, and maybe one more low. Could be. Let's find out. 108.70 could be the immediate short-term target for the dollar index. All right. So short in the dollar, long in the euro USD. It would be interesting to see what pound has done. Okay, let me pick out the counts here. That is one, two, if it was three, four, and five, quite possible minute degree. Let's change the and on the other hand, this looks quite a bit promising with with a lot of things converging here. So let's first start with the waves. It's got a 5, 3, 5, or it is like 5, 3, 5. It has also 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 in place. again got to change the degree here. If this GBP USD sounds good, then we would go and take a call here as well. Let me just check the Fibonacci, please. Bang on target. That's an amazing bounce. Actually, we missed it the last session. It just clicked me right now to have a look at that, but we are not too far away. Just about 100 points. Okay, so let's do a trade. Potential buy around 1.235060. Stop goes below that low, 1.2. And the target, find out the targets quickly. That's a simple 8 wave extension. Let's quickly flip the chart to a 4-hour. There you are, sir, 1.28. Okay, so there we are. Target is 1.28. That's the first target, sir. So believe it or not, if pound is inclined to rally, it would take along with the other crosses as well. And I don't know if it's testing the backside of the trend line. Let's find out, because I really like to see that human touch of the trend lines when they are back tested. It really means a lot in terms of the price action of the story as well. It's not too far. It's not too far from the vicinity of a back test. All right, and if I do draw a short term or inner trend line, it's around the same angle, not too far away. So I think we are heading on the north side. That's what the charts are telling us a story. Let's let's be on the long side, sir. All right, that could be that could prove to be a good one actually. All right, let's go back and check with gold. Gold story. Okay, before see, there is a possibility of the stock being out, but you know what? We will do the counts again, and we've discussed the long-term story or a medium-term story. I'll just quickly bring it up again. That is minor wave 3 would complete around the 2788 mark, and most probably we are in an expanded flat wave 4 in the making, which is A, B, and C right now. Okay, now wave B, we were expecting roughly around 2820. That was the stop we placed. Now it's almost going to be hit. So we will stay aside, but there is a limit order which we would like to we would like to propose. For that, I need to do a wave count quickly. The last wave, the structure, we might have simply missed a small thing last time. Now let me bring up the impulse structure here. That is the alternate count, if you remember. We were talking the other day. If this alternate count turns out to be correct, then the the minute A wave B, I have still got one more room for a push higher. All right, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wave 4 and wave 5. If I do take an extension of that, it, it's around the 28.26 or 28.25 where the target is matching up, or the fifth wave should be ideally ending. All right, so and not only that, but okay, there is no bearish divergence at all on the hourly chart, so we will remain flat for now. We don't want to simply go and speculate on price action, which is still not confirmed. We will ideally remain or choose to remain flat for now, and we'll be looking for a test of 28.25 and a failure from there, and then a break below 27.70, today's intraday low, before we kind of commit again on the short side. I tell you what, I think there was a divergence already seen, maybe on the 4-hour chart. Yes, this is what I had seen just before the session. I was just looking around what gold could be doing next. So 4-hour chart is a bearish divergence, and you see the price action has tested a new high. If I were the aggressive traders, I would actually build up on the short side from here itself, and I would still label this an aggressive and propose a trade straight away. Potential short right now around 28.20, 21.25 was the range here. Stop, we are going to remain about 28.45, just just to stay away from the loss, from the noise. Sorry. Immediate target would be 27.70 and 27.30, and we are issuing this aggressive trade setup, and the potential at the end of the potential wave 5, which is subject to terminate around the vicinity of 28.25, and then complete the structure. So it's an aggressive one. Please be very careful with the lot size that you are trading. A micro or a mini lot could be the one that we should be taking. All right. Okay, let's move to the coins now. We've got coins, and then Dow Jones coming up. Okay, Bitcoin is okay. Bitcoin, we're already long. We don't have an issue there, but it has done a first impulse. That's a good sign actually. Uh, for those who are still wanting to buy Bitcoin, may do so right now, but there is an expected corrective decline back towards the 94 before prices begin to rally. All right, so be watchful. But I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a leading diagonal. It's a good sign actually. So please remain on the long side with a stop around 89. Remember last time we were a bit skeptic of what to do on Bitcoin longs that we have taken. Now we've got the first impulse. So I think we should remain and stick to the trade plan. The stop around 89, the target around 115 and higher. Ethereum, let's see if we got that impulse wave correct. I think that should be good if we get that on an hourly chart. Let's find out. Not very clear. This structure, it could be 5 waves, but not very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, and is it the fifth wave of a leading diagonal? It could be. So what we can do is wait for a corrective pullback now. And 23.40 with a stop around 21, 2140. That would be the potential trade recommendation. Uh, it is a limit order by around 20, 2340. Stop around 2140 and target. Let's find out the target. So that should be the resistance up there, which is quite understandable. 3460. That is the short term for Ethereum, Solana. We just need to see the first impulse and then a corrective decline. Solana, it's not clear. That first impulse is not clear. Better we stay away for a while, but it should be on the same lines as we are discussing other coins. The only thing is the structure was not very clear. I think it's exactly replicating Bitcoin. But Solana, we have already entered on the long side. If you remember, 220, a stop around. So let me just print a trade here. We already bought 220, stop at 170, and the target is now going to go about 314. That trade has already been taken earlier. We stick to that for now. XRP, that is Ripple, dollar. The impulse is not very clear here as well. I think it's okay to hold on for a while on Ripple. We've already got three trades on the desk right now. Maybe on a corrective decline further. Just watch out for the corrective decline around the 61.8%, around 2.09, where we would want to consider taking longs again. Just for a while, let's stay aside in Ripple. We've got Dow Jones coming up. Accounts are here already done. It just remains to be seen because we are still proposing a potential five wave complete at a larger degree. I think we're still in the trade around 45,500 stop loss, if I remember correct. So we sold around 40, 44. We've committed in the Dow, but we have refrained from SPX. Stop at 45,600, so something mid 45,000, I remember. And target, we have kept it open for now, but the short term immediate target should be that wave 4 low, around the 41,000 mark. And the next target should be around 37. Let's see if the price action is shaping out clearly, because what I saw today morning was quite pleasing to the eyes, where the first support of the shorter time frame was duly taken out. I mean, that rally, and then look at that drop. We were projecting. We didn't discuss this on Friday, but in another class, I was projecting this SPX. We need to see prices dropping lower and breaking below that support. It's almost done. Let me see if there's an impulse. It looks like an impulse already. We've got wave one, two, three, wave four, and possible one more low. So the first impulse could be ready for the Dow Jones, and If we are done correctly, we'll have a pullback going forward. I'm just going to extend this arrow here, a pullback, and then continue lower as proposed earlier. All right. So one last chart before we bring the session to a pause is VIX, because I really like to see what VIX has done all through the last week. Did you see that happen? And those numbers were done the last week, if you remember. We were we were again and again saying or presenting the fact that since July 2024, VIX has not formed a low. There you go. July 24, no fresh lows were formed. That was a larger degree wave 1, larger degree wave 2, that could be minor 1 and minor 2, and then we got minute A1, minute 2 unfolded as a triangle A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, and if that is done correct, we were expecting a rally. Look at that, fill in the blanks one more time. It's okay, it's good to see that blank being filled up. The only thing now we need to see is a push through that triangle extreme, which is 22. I think once that happens, should be moving quite swiftly towards the 30 and higher levels going forward. All right, so it's going to be an interesting contest. I mean, February could be a bit volatile, much volatile actually, than what January was for equity markets. It's only going to provide more trading opportunities for us, create more opportunities for us, sorry. All right, so let's bring this session to a pause. I'll be back again with you on just after a few hours during the Tokyo Sydney overlap. Once again, I'll hand it over to Igor. Igor, back to you, bro.
Thank you, SPDas. Always a pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. forexlens.com. Forex Lens gives you the edge.